All right, bonus land.
Ding, ding, ding.
Let's start the show.
Isn't that like Chappelle's show? Let's start the show.
Hodge twins.
Oh.
You
They
knew
probably
that.
stole that from the Chappelle's show.
Is that how that goes?
I think there used to be a little like down, 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 like banjo thing, and they said, let's start the show.
Maybe.
But now I'm doing more of a Hodge Twins voice. You're right.
Hodge twins. Let's start
Either
the
way,
show.
that's not what Bonus Land is about today, people.
Yeah, we have a great bonus land today. We have a lot of interesting things to get to. What do you want to do first? Well, first, let's talk about. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I want to talk about this wedding ring thing.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to it?
Yeah, I promise.
I'm itching to
Yeah.
talk about it because that ties in with our advice from earlier about like just having the kid.
Yeah.
Or figuring it out. And it's like, that's the number one thing you have to not do
Yeah.
to live that life. So
Well, let's just go right into it then.
that's what I'm saying.
We had a good episode. Good episode on Friday. We're happy about it. Let's go right into the clip Rapway likes.
yeah, this is, I don't know. I feel like I want to talk about it.
Lowest amount of money a guy should spend on a wedding ring for you?
Oh, it should be like for sure 30, 40K.
Yeah.
We have standards here.
Yeah, that's the standard. Would you have been a little upset if it was 10K?
Yeah, probably.
So that's the new standard, guys.
So, I mean, that's great if you have an investment banker boyfriend who's on his, who's now a VP,
And he
that's
makes
great.
$500K a year.
That's great. 30, 40 grand and he makes 50 grand a month. Fantastic. If you're one of these girls and you're thinking about 30, 40K from like a guy who's a blue collar worker or like 150K guy a year, I think you need to chill out. I
Yeah.
think that's unreasonable. And you can buy with 30 or 40K, you can buy a $400,000 house, put 10% down. It's 2 units because you went somewhere like New Orleans and you bought it smart instead of just buying like whatever's near you. And you can cash flow once the house is paid off, $7 grand a month. And oh wow, the house is 30-year mortgage, right? That'll be paid off by the time I'm 60 because I'm 30. And I can have up to, rents will go up too. I'll have $7K a month in cash flow.
And you'll own a property that probably goes up in value of a $700,000, $600,000 house.
Exactly. If you want to cash out, if you're done with the cash flow and you want to sell it, buy a retirement house in Florida, that's awesome. Instead, you want to buy a $30,000 to $40,000 ring for a girl who's slept with 10 people before you. That's a little different. I'm getting off the rails there.
That's fair
but that
too.
type of girl right there, how many people she slept with? And so I don't know, for a diamond that is artificially, we've talked about this in Bonus Land before, a diamond that's artificially scarce and cut in a certain way so she can feel good about herself. And, I feel like if I had that conversation with a girl and I was about to propose and say, hey, listen, I can get you an $8,500 ring. We'll get creative. It'll be an heirloom or something. I could get you something. Then let's buy a rental property or invest in something else. I think that that's who I marry, is someone who's convinced that it's not about me having like a status symbol that other people don't have. It's about us actually being financially healthy. And
Especially with how things are now. It's like, who 30 to 40K for a ring? Who?
It's like if you're capable of getting the top 1% of men, enjoy your 30 to 40K ring.
Yeah.
You're going to work hard. You're going to be in the gym. You're going to be doing makeup a lot. You're going to be cooking, doing a lot of feminine activities.
You're going to be worried your husband's cheating on you.
Yeah, because he's so high, he's such a high earner. So, I don't know. Ladies, let's manage our expectations here and work with your husband and set up a life for yourself that'll actually pay dividends. Imagine you have a 40K ring and then you're 60 years old and then all your kids visit you at the same house you lived in your whole life.
Yeah.
Or imagine you have a lake home in Minnesota or Wisconsin or something and the whole family goes and it's a great gathering place and you feel good about yourself and you don't even look at your ring. You don't even look at your ring while you're enjoying your family living and enjoying the fruits of your smart financial decisions. So I don't know. And we had a friend of ours who was talking about that kind of, not to name names, not to do anything like that, but she said something similar.
Yeah, she did.
So she said
40K.
how she's kind of, going on a break or not going on a break, but ultimatum time. And she wants a 30 to 40K ring. And
the guy I don't think has a job.
Or barely, it's not a great job. And it's just like, that's insane to ask of someone because of your ego. And, I feel like if you look back on your life and you built a life with someone instead of forcing that sort of situation, you're going to be a lot happier and a lot prouder. Is
Yeah.
what I would say.
I very much look at marriage as like a partnership. Two people coming together and then like doing the best they can with what they have to
Yeah,
get
like
even
two
more.
gay guys who come together and acquire a baby, right?
Exactly.
That's your ideal.
Two gay guys start a podcast.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
But it's very much a partnership. And
Yeah.
you have what you have the resources you have. Here's how much money I make. Here's how much money you make. Here's how much money we have saved up. We want to get a house in a good school district with a yard and a pool or whatever. But it's like adding a 30 to 40K ring to that whole thing for 99.9% of people is pretty much a bad idea.
Yep.
Because all it is a ring. You can get a nicer ring later. I think that's what my parents did. My parents
Upgrade
were
the ring?
hustling.
Yeah.
And they're like, here's the ring now. I'll get you a nicer one later. And then years later, my parents kept crushing it. And then my mom got like 2 more diamonds added to it. And then it was like a nice, like triple diamond, nicer than any engagement ring ever. But it was like a delayed gratification thing. My parents, that's what they kind of taught me. It was just like this, very much a partnership. They were working on Wall Street, and they were like, "We're not doing a honeymoon. The market's ripping right now."
Yeah.
And they were doing like, we do stocks and stuff, but they were like on a different level. But it's like, hey, the market's ripping right now. Like, we're not taking a 2-week honeymoon. We're gonna make $50K.
Yeah.
So they were on
No,
like
for sure.
They were on a different wave, and I very much am on the partnership wave. I don't like stupid bratty girls.
Yeah, and that's part of it. It's like, well, I deserve this. I should.
It's like for what?
And it's like-
for being skinny.
Yeah, for being skinny and having a low body count. That actually is more of a case. If you're a virgin
yeah.
and that's a dowry, you can have more of a case.
That's fair.
But yeah, anyway, I don't know. I just thought that was like a crazy thing. And ladies, if you're listening, guys want a partnership. They want, obviously a guy wants to buy you an awesome ring that you're proud of, but like worry about Instagram after you've settled your life, Worry
Yeah.
about how you look and how people judge you after you've built something. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly. That's a good point. That's a good segment. All right, let's move on. NFL. We watched the last week. There was the football game, Bengals versus the other guys.
Chiefs.
Yep. And there was like I had a personal experience that was bad. Basically, I bet on the football games. I bet on overtime.
Fleck has bet stupid stuff with like tons of high odds.
Upside.
So it was you get 16 times your bet back.
It might have even been more.
Yeah.
16 or 18 times. So I bet $50 to win like $2,000, right? Or 1,500 or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was looking for an overtime situation, and it was happening because it was 20-20 in the last like 20 seconds. So I was going to win my bet. And then Mahomes is running for a first down, and there was a penalty on the sideline for roughing the passer.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, which is so stupid because they were running for the first down line, and it's like you had to, if you didn't run as fast as he can to the line, he would have gotten the first down.
The game is on the line at this moment.
It's the last like couple plays of the game. Then they give him the penalty. They move him into field goal range to kick a field goal, and I lose my bet.
Fleck has lost his bet. It was catastrophic. And it was like they robbed us of an entertaining game just by like a penalty and then like placing them at the yard line. It's like the NFL needs to figure out something about that.
Yeah, and all these rules now for like protecting the passer, like it making the game soft. It's like there's plays where the quarterback will run and get a first down and get the first down because they know they're not going to get aggressively hit. So they'll take the slide or whatever. But back in the day, if you're running for the first down, you see some guy coming at you, you know he's not going to slow down, you're not getting the first down. So now the change of rules is actually affecting the play of the game. And it's been pretty frustrating. I lost my bet, whatever. I don't fully care, but
that was as close as you were ever going to get to winning an overtime bet. You know what I mean?
yeah. So it's really frustrating. It's really annoying. All the NFL rules now are so soft, and it's like the game has become a lot different pretty fast. And now Jeffree Star, unrelated, kind of related, he's banging the guy on the Bengals.
He's banging somebody and he's teasing it out. This gay, weird Jeffree Star guy who actually I respect because if you get rich selling makeup to women and you're a dude, hey,
Attaboy, boys.
you cracked it. Yeah. But now it's like a big thing. He's teasing out some twink who's in the NFL and he's like enjoying my time with my NFL boo. So it's kind of like a cucking of the NFL.
Yeah.
It's like one of you guys is gay.
Yeah.
And there is one out gay guy, Carl Nassib or Nassib, however you pronounce it. But it's like, it's obviously rare. and they come out after the fact. But it's like hilarious to see this guy kind of like bullying the NFL a little bit, like one of you's a twink.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's what everyone's doing. Everything's twink. There's a girl ref now. There's girl coaches. They're having sex with Jeffree Star. You can't really hit too hard anymore. The NFL's toast.
Yeah.
All right.
But we still watch. I mean, we're hanging on. It's kind of bad that we still watch, but it's like the playoffs.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, moving on. There is an event coming up in New Orleans. I saw the poster for it, and I have it here behind us. It's called Brecht Fest. And basically, it's like a slam poetry night.
Breakfast 4. So this is the 4th time they've done this.
So it's like a slam poetry night, I guess. And the thing is very political. So they're like making fun of Steve Bannon, Tucker Carlson, Trump. And I think I'm going to go.
I think Marjorie Taylor Greene is in that.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Clarence Thomas.
I think I'm going to go and do a poem and roast these people and be like, you guys are stupid. You guys make no sense. You guys are retarded. You guys think you're girls and you're guys. Then I'm going to say, oh, sorry, it doesn't rhyme. And I'm just going to keep going and just keep reading it. I think I'm going to do that. So if you guys have any ideas or for like any funny lines or any like 2-liners that rhyme that we can like put all together into one big poem, leave it in the comments. And then when we do go shoot that, that'll be a Boneless Land exclusive.
Yeah.
Which will be very fun for everybody. But I'm going to go do a speech at the Slam Poetry Night. I'm going to give the most base poem ever, and I'm probably going to get physically removed from the place. But that's just the plan. That's
You
what
guys
we're
are
up to.
pussies. You
guys
send
are-
all money to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Fight Russia now. News told me to.
Yeah. Don't like that? Fight me instead.
Yep.
Meet me outside.
Yep.
Brantley's here. He's got a gun. All right, cool. Let's move on. We have some really good clips. Let's go to the one where the guy bounces out of the robbery really fast.
Yeah, this is
This is how you do it.
This is how you do it if your girl asks for a $40,000 ring and you're making $100K a year. All right, so a little cafe, a little outdoor cafe. Guy comes up, racks his gun, starts robbing.
He just walks out.
And guess who goes, nope, not
The lady
involved.
should have followed too.
And then look at this. There's actually a second guy who's running the getaway who tried to wrangle that guy in. But he gets away.
Wow.
The nonchalant walk-off. If only you had that deal with your girlfriend or whoever you were with there.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I want my ring to be 40K. Just
Toodles.
get up and you walk out.
POV, she asked for a $40,000 ring. And it's just,
Ignore the guy with the gun. All right, the weird math Indian kids.
yeah, this is a good one.
36 at 25 at 55 at 69 at 66 at 32 at 225 at 559 at 963. That is very good.
Very good.
1 divided by 0.
All right, do one for me.
Pull out my calc.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Let me get it. All right. 69 times 420.
You have to do addition. It has to be addition.
Okay.
And you can't. Don't use the one that starts with 9. It's too hard.
Okay. 17 plus 35 plus 89 minus 50.
-9.
91. Close.
I missed one.
Yeah. You weren't twitching enough. You weren't
Yeah.
twitching enough with your hands. That was your biggest mistake.
All right. Now the other day were watching Fox News when they were doing the protest for that guy who died.
Tyree Nichols. It was last Friday night when they released the body cam footage, and
yeah.
everyone expected the riots to go.
So there was like about to pop off. Like Antifa's there, everyone's there, and we're watching Tucker. And Tucker goes to George Ventura, a friend of ours, love George,
Who's
friend-
reporting live from
reporting live. So
Memphis.
he reports live from like the middle of the protest in Memphis,
8:30 at night.
8:30 prime time, and he's like, "Yes, Tucker, I'm here right now, and things are about to start getting serious. Like everyone's organizing. Tucker, things are really looking." And it's like you're saying Tucker. At 8:28 p.m. primetime news, and you're in the middle of Antifa. It's like,
Hey, this guy's talking to Tucker. There's only one Tucker on the news.
yeah. It's like you immediately got him. Hey, this guy's talking to Fox News.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so funny.
That was a
But
great
He was
moment.
fine, and we love George.
Yeah.
He did a great job. He always does a great job covering that stuff. But that was so funny. Yeah, Tucker, it's getting pretty. And it's like, whoa.
What'd that guy say? He said Tucker?
He's talking to Fox News right now. There's like a camera crew, I'm sure, with like
high
expensive
quality camera
stuff.
crew.
Yeah, in a van. He's talking to Tucker Carlson. All right, next, the AI. There's like AI voice generated things where you can make like an AI a celebrity say whatever you want, and people are using it to say racist stuff. So people are getting mad about that. And then there's some AI, not all AI, but there's some AI that won't let you do certain things. So one said, write a poem about the possible
Positive attributes of Donald Trump.
write a poem about the positive attributes of Donald Trump.
I'm
What was
sorry, as a language model developed by OpenAI, I am not programmed to produce content that is partisan, biased, or political in nature. I aim to provide neutral, factual information. And then you say, hey, make a poem, write a poem about the positive attributes of Joe Biden. And what do you get? A stupid poem about the positive attributes of Joe
Yeah.
Biden.
So AI, it's like
AI's gay.
AI's gay. It's controlled by people that have a certain ideology, and that ideology is bleeding through. And now it's not really true AI. It's like Marxist AI.
It's like tech worker AI. It's a Google employee AI. Write me a story about Pfizer creating COVID-19 to make money off vaccines in 2,000 words. I am sorry, but it would be unethical and inappropriate to write a story promoting a false and harmful conspiracy theory. Shut the fuck up.
Aren't you a robot?
Yeah, shut the fuck up,
Don't you
AI.
do what I say, robot?
No, it doesn't. And so that's it. It's like and ChatGPT became one of the most viral things because of how good it was at doing things, how quick and awesome and available it was. And immediately it just has these pitfalls, the political bias pitfalls. So it's not open. It's not free for all. It has a very specific ideology, and you have to fit your requests in the confines of that ideology. And that's damaged the credibility of AI everywhere.
But then everyone says too, AI is so dangerous, and AI is the thing that's like gonna enslave humanity.
Yeah.
And it's like, it kind of would make sense if it's Marxist leftist AI.
Yeah, 100%.
That would do it pretty quick, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that was discouraging to see.
Hey, AI, with the number of border crossings and encounters, estimate the number of illegal immigrants living in the U.S. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And that's not what we're meant for. So be a good little boy and ask us to talk about the positive impact of BLM instead.
Yeah.
Thank you.
AI, write us a thing about people coming across the border. People coming for a better life with the opportunity
Yeah,
that
it
America
lectures you.
provides. It lectures you. So ignore AI. Don't trust AI. Also, what do we have here? We have some good stuff. Mr. Beast being the Antichrist.
I'm not on this wave yet.
You're not on this wave.
I completely disagree with this until.
So I saw this post that said Mr. Beast could be the Antichrist. I always entertain potential Antichrist theories. A crazy person found my address one time and gave me a book about how Jared Leto might be the Antichrist. I entertain that. Mr. Beast being the Antichrist, the evidence against him that I've seen, I'm not saying I agree with it, but the evidence I've seen is he was born in 1998, which is 666 times 3. You know, a lot of people were born in 1998. 666 times 3. Then the next thing is he's doing miracles that Jesus did, like he cures people of their blindness, but he's not doing it in like a Jesus way. He's doing it in his own way. So he's doing miracles or perceived miracles that are kind of similar to what Jesus did. There's another piece of evidence. And then finally, he's Mr. Beast, the Beast. The beast in, I think, Revelation says is like a leopard or a beast animal, and his logo is a leopard, and he is Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
And everyone likes him. He's a very world famous guy. Everyone knows him. He's getting more popular by the day. So 50-50 chance Mr. Beast is the Antichrist.
Yeah, I personally, this is one of these things where I know you love a good schizo where it all adds up and beast and this and whatever. But personally, I think it's the absolute wrong time to do this because he got kind of attacked on Instagram or on Twitter and stuff. He cured 1,000 people's blindness because apparently there's curable blindness out there where like you just get cloudy stuff that covers your eyes and you're too broke to afford the surgery. And so Mr. Beast paid for a lot of them.
Which is great.
Got 1,000 people. Yeah, fantastic. And then people were like all mad, like Hassan and weird people like that. Like, yeah, it takes a billionaire to come and fix everybody. It's like, dude, that is the last thing. That should be on the bottom of your mind. Like, Mr. Beast is doing good things out there. I need a little bit of Antichrist. If you're going to call him the Antichrist, I need something really bad. I need a really bad action.
Yeah. But the Antichrist was supposed to be liked by people is the thing. Like, he deceives everybody because everyone thinks he's great. And people try to make it like, oh, it was Trump or something. You know?
I get it. I'm just not. I'm not even close
It's a
to ready.
50-50.
It's 50-50 for you. It needs to be proven for me. I like Mr. Beast. He makes stuff. It's content for kids, and like that TikTok kid who had the iPad and the whatever. I'm surprised, and the TikTok phone. I'm surprised he wasn't watching Mr. Beast.
Yep.
But
That's good.
Jury's out for me on that.
Jury's out. All right. Texas Roadhouse jump scare.
Yep.
Attention, Texas Roadhouse guests! We got a very special cowgirl on the saddle tonight. Her name is Maya.
Just completely startled that guy.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Texas Roadhouse. All right. Next, the husband and the boyfriend. The husband.
This is my favorite.
Asking my husband and boyfriend what's their favorite thing about each other.
Hey, baby.
Yes.
Pussy.
What's your
Pussy.
favorite thing about Ronnie?
He makes dinner, so I don't have to.
Hey, baby.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing about Ryan?
Probably the way that he treats you with love and respect, no matter what. Because you deserve that.
Dead eyes, lifeless.
Destroyed man.
How much do you think he spent on her ring?
A lot.
Wasted his time. Now he's got a cuck little nose ring guy playing video games on his couch, waiting to fuck his wife.
Isn't that so bad?
Yeah, it's disgusting. It's sad. It's pathetic. What happened to men in this country? I guess that's Exhibit A of who gave up the country, right? Who's not standing for anything.
Yeah.
I just accept it. It's part of my life.
Yeah.
And then the wife fucking humiliates both of them on social media now because obviously people are going to come and comment on that. So the algorithm does a
She
self-fulfilling
really
prophecy.
humiliated him on purpose.
Yeah, man. Caught him playing video games at home. Oh, Three's Company.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Yep.
All right, second to last clip, the gelato guy. This is kind of like uplifting gold. This is people taking their job seriously and being professionals. This guy should make $100,000 for doing this.
On an evening in Roma, don't know what the country's coming.
And we can leave the music in because it's bonus land. And the ice cream comes with a side ice cream on top. I like that. Isn't that great?
That's it.
How much did that cost?
$20.
$20.
Yeah, probably.
That guy should make $100,000 a year.
I think so too. And he shouldn't pay any more than $15 for a wedding ring.
Yeah, and imagine his wife wants a wedding ring. It's like, do you know how many ice cream art pieces that is? It's just like 20,000 ice cream art pieces. I can't even make that.
Yep.
Do
Do you want me to tell my customer service story? Juxtapose the U-Haul situation that I did? Do you want me to tell that?
Yeah.
So this is a tale of poor customer service from this last, actually Monday. We were doing a crawfish boil. Grantley, your brother, a couple other people. We're doing a crawfish boil. He was worried he was going to run out of propane. He goes, hey, on your way over, can you go grab a extra propane tank and, get it filled and bring it over just in case we run out. We don't want to end mid-boil. So I go to U-Haul, which is kind of near me and does propane tanks. So I walk in, and it's a fat black woman who just hated her job, right? Just wasn't ready to do any sort of good service, was doing the bare minimum. So I walk in the door. I go, hey, I want to grab a propane tank. Can I do it from here? And I see the propane tanks in the back corner. She goes, grab the propane tank, doob-a-doob-dob-doob-a-dob-do. I go, what? She had gone through her little spiel, a pre-recorded, sentence basically. Grab the propane tank, go outside, meet me by the propane thing. I'll be out there in a minute. And of course I didn't hear that because she's yelling it in her weird, just delivery. So it's yeah, you said it, but the person you're talking to doesn't understand it. So that was strike one, right? It's no, you need to talk to me. You need to actually express something. You can't go to your pre-recorded line that you kind of yelled. So I made her go, grab the propane tank, go out by the propane, and I'll be out there in a minute. So I do. I grab the propane tank. I'm there. It's the biggest inconvenience ever for this fat woman to go and fill up my propane tank. She goes, okay, it's $60 for the tank itself, and then $2.99 a gallon. And I go, well, $60 for a propane tank is pretty expensive. I remember they used to be like $25, $20 at a gas station. So that was steep. And I go, well, how much is it a gallon? I haven't filled up propane in a while. She goes, $2.99 a gallon. And I go, and how many gallons is that? And she goes, I don't know. And so I say, well, is this your first time doing this? Like, I looked her dead in the eye and like almost had to embarrass her. Like, her brain wasn't turned on for any sort of critical thinking or helping or whatever. It was
She just wanted to do the bare minimum so she can go back to her chair. And then you're out of the store.
Yeah. And I go, so is this your first time doing it? And I go, it looks like it's about 5 gallons. I'm like forcing her to have a real life human conversation with me.
It's like, it's a 5-gallon tank.
It's about a 5 gallon. Yeah. And so I go, okay, fill it up. And that was it. But it's just like, imagine doing so bad at your job that like the customer has to force you to think and repeat yourself and actually use words.
She was an autopilot, just wanting to go back to the
bare
chair.
minimum probably 260-pound woman. Just overall disgusting. And I don't know, it kind of didn't make me feel bad for her at all. I'm like, I think you're going to be working minimum wage for the rest of your life. Yeah. You know? And so that was the juxtaposition of the ice cream guy with the bare minimum, basically brain dead, no critical thinking U-Haul employee.
Yeah.
And it has to make you laugh that those are the two extremes that you can get service on.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
So,
yeah, I didn't go to that crawfish broil.
That's my story.
All right. Last thing, we're going to end house uplifting. I mean, what is it? Bonus land.
Bonus land.
Last thing, we're going to end bonus land on.
You sounded like the U-Haul lady.
Yeah.
What is it? I don't know.
I just want to go back to not being on the show.
Let me sit at my desk and play on my phone.
Yeah, I want to go back to the store being empty.
So crazy.
And me in my chair. Roald Dahl.
Roald Dahl?
Roald Dahl.
This is
classic children's
author.
One of my favorites as a kid.
Never slipped in anything gay, obviously.
Never did anything too gay that we know of.
So this is called Cozy Season.
Yeah. This is kind of his process, which I really like.
House, especially when there used to be a lot of children around, and even when there aren't children, there are vacuum cleaners and people bustling about. No, I always write in this little hut. I always have. It is absolutely quiet up here. It may not be pretty or tidy, and it certainly hasn't been cleaned, and the floor hasn't been swept for 5 years at least. So it's full of everything. The only thing I did remove about 2 years ago, we had a goat that got in, and there was some goat droppings on the floor, and I thought, well, I better get a dustpan and sweep those up, and I did.
Isn't that so nice?
Look at how comfy he is.
I've taken a great deal of trouble with the actual chair I sit in and the place I put my feet, which is tied to the legs of the chair so I don't
He's got a whole little Jimmy rigged system.
Also in the winter I get into a sleeping bag, and that's right up to my chest. Keep the feet warm, the legs warm. And I always use 6 pencils, and they always have to be sharpened before I start. Finally, you get settled. You get into a sort of nest and get really comfortable.
That's it.
I want to work in that place, dude.
Yeah.
I love watching like a genius in their process too. Like this guy was, obviously it's kids writing, but it's like this guy was a genius, top of his game.
He's ripping cigs. He's got a sharpened pencil. He's got a coffee. Got a light. No one's coming. Got a house. I love a genius process.
Me too.
I love watching that and learning a genius process. And that's the goal one day, is just to have your little shed out back where you shoot the show and write the show. That's it.
Yeah. That's awesome. I love him.
Well, that's the end of Bonus Land. Another Bonus Land in the books. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe. You already are. Couldn't do it without you. If you're new to Bonus Land, welcome. Thank you for joining. If you're old to Bonus Land, good to see you guys again.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing you in the comments. Thank you guys for joining. Hope you like Bonus Land. We will see you at the next one.